See if Northern Storm can come back after a very crushing defeat at the last moment there by option 12. Really excited to see the pick ban phase and all
What
sorts
happened?
of.
My Discord is cutting out. I don't hear anything.
Oh, well, we can still hear you, you there, Bard. Sorry that your Discord's having some issues. Is that any better?
Yeah.
All right, excellent, wonderful. So yeah, like I was saying, really looking forward to seeing how Northern Storm recovers after that last game. What would you like to see them do better in this second game?
I would definitely like them to utilize their Baron better. Not be over aggressive. Use the minions as cover fire and take objectives with the Baron. They did not utilize Baron well at all last game.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. You know, take the advantages when you have them instead of trying to get more advantages. You know, because then you're just wasting the first advantage you got. I would have liked to see how that game would have turned out if they had pushed right after they got that second Baron buff. But
All right.
but instead we have what we have.
And coming out of Optic, I want to see Urgot take less risky plays. I want to see the top laner take less risky plays. I want him to ward up and play safe.
Indeed. Sig, are you still with us as well?
Yes, I am.
All right. What do you think Northern Storm should do better?
Ban Twitch. Matter of fact, if you could just remove Shaden entirely, it would probably be good. Shaden threw that team on his back and carried them straight to victory. Option 12 took that option. They took the option of just letting the game continue to go into a point where Twitch could just push and push and push, and he was just a force that was unstoppable. It was 1v9 there at the end. Goonstomp performed incredibly well as well. The whole team. Northern Storm didn't do anything wrong except let them pick Twitch. Don't know what else to say there. It was a very surprising ending on from what I was watching.
They let him get a hyperscaling AD and let him hyperscale. Not the wisest choice.
But yeah, really good positioning from the Twitch as well, because you know, I mean, you can talk about hyper carrying, but if the Twitch was going in at bad angles, that would have not gone well for him.
Yes. Yeah, and all around these new members of the LCUS, incredible performances. I was very pleased with Sigtal Infinite on his Fizz pick. Also with Goonstomp, first time playing as a regular player, very strong performance.
Oh. We were about to start, and then we didn't.
We are missing a player for Optic. No, where's he going? Oh.
There we go.
I have the champion select music going, but I don't see the champion select. That's interesting.
Did it not go back to the lobby for you?
I'm back in the lobby, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Very, very buggy audio bug.
Yeah, so interesting about that. We're not actually in champ select, folks, like I can hear.
Yes.
Alright, apparently we're remaking.
Alright.
Riot, please. If you fix your observer stuff and then this happens. Come on.
Yeah, this client has been awful. I miss the old legacy client.
Well, that was a long time ago at this point.
I'm still crying for 2 years.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, legacy client.
Yeah, apparently it just glitched the entire client, so I have to restart it. 1 second. Yeah, sorry.
So what do you guys?
No, go ahead, Bart.
What are your guys' opinions on the top lane? Do you think the state of the top lane is as bad as some of these big name streamers are making it out to be?
It's a good talking point. I think I don't think the top's in as bad a position as it is. I know in higher ELOs there are clearly champions that have kept the spotlight, but by no means do I think that it's as bad as what most people make it out to be.
Love you too.
I guess we'll have to see as the season goes on.
I'll be honest. While we're waiting, I'll get on my soapbox. I'm really upset about the change that happened in the support lane. With them removing all the activated items that supports had access to, it feels like they removed a whole dimension of the game.
Yeah, it definitely. But the support lane has been overpowered recently, and they do need to take some power away from the supports. They're not supposed to be on par with the rest of the team in terms of like damage and damage taken and stuff. So
That's an opinion. I respect your opinion. But as a support main, you gotta back me up on this, board. Support is where it's at.
I am a support main, and I do like the meta. I did like the art. Abuse the art and sensor meta to get gold, but I just feel like supports. Their role is not supposed to be hard carries, and they're hard carrying games with no creep score. Like, you're not supposed to be able to get items that good if you're not getting the resources for them.
Well, I guess we'll, you know, like I said, we're still somewhat early in the season, so you know things can change.
Yes, I don't even know what the meta supports are right now. I feel like tanky engage is really good, and then the range supports are kind of falling out, but I believe they're still viable.
All right, here we go for the final match of the night. Option 12 versus Northern Storm. Let's see that Twitch ban.
Definitely going to be the first ban. Oh, it's a Caitlyn ban.
There we goes.
There we go. First ban coming out Twitch. Don't need no hyperscaling ADs.
Second ban's going to be Anivia.
And Tristana. They have to ban out the Tristana too. Another hyperscaling AD. And Vayne. Do they ban 3 ADs and give the Anivia over though?
Oh, they will not give the Anivia over. There's no way.
It's your funeral.
No way on earth. The third ban is going to be Anivia. They can't let that through. They'll just get obliterated. Unless they're thinking that option 12 will pick someone else first, though I can't imagine they would.
Seeing a couple of the same bans from last game. Malzahar and Vigar still in the same bans.
Yep. Getting rid of the Yorick as well. Yep. There we go. See?
There goes the Anivia. Vayne is still an option. Tristana is still an option. We still have these hyperscaling ADs.
Yeah, we'll see if they decide to go with that first or if they pick up something else.
Yeah.
Expecting to see Varus again. Well, I really haven't been impressed with Varus today.
He was actually playing very well with Varus. He just missed a few ultimates and his damage just fell off compared to Twitch's.
Sure, I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that they were playing badly, I just haven't been blown away by them. But we do get Varus picked up now by option 12 instead. So we'll see what the response is.
They're going with the Jinx Hover. Another hyper late game scaling AD.
Alright, so Northern Storm's going to try the hyper scaling AD this time. And we'll see who Varus ends up getting paired up with for Team 12. Morgana did pretty well last game. Didn't get as many ults as I would have liked her to. Oh, you're not picking Talon. Oh, he's picking Talon. Alright. So we'll see where that Talon goes.
Talon coming out for Northern Storm.
We'll see if that's... Do you think that's a mid Talon?
I believe so, but that's a bold strategy. You don't want to first pick your mid blind like that, especially an assassin.
Yeah, we'll see what Ace's response is.
I feel like you can just pick Galio into that, and Talon will never be any use mid lane. We got a Soraka going down.
That'll be an interesting bot lane, Varus and Soraka.
Yeah, very poke heavy. And some good sustain.
For sure. I'm interested to see what support Jinx ends up getting paired with for that.
Both these teams picking their 80s very early.
Still not picking the mid lane there.
We got the Urgot top lane.
Wonder
Maybe
if
they're
they'll
gonna
take
show.
Rumble again. Rumble did really well against Urgot in the first game.
Yes.
Guess we'll see.
I'm hoping he'll take a little bit less risk on this Urgot this game and get some vision down.
Absolutely.
Ooh, we got a
Jax.
Jax. Okay, Jax
Could be jungle, could be top.
could be, yeah. I don't know if you want a Jax into Urgot though.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. So I'd imagine it's Jax jungle then.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll see what these last couple of bans are. I'm guessing they're gonna ban out. Oh,
Banning out Warwick. Northern Storm has to ban out some super things, so they're AD heavy right now.
Seek clarity.
They got to be scared of the Ram is coming out.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, because there is both jungle and mid lane still available, but they haven't banned out any of Ace's champions except Nivea. So I'd be surprised if they don't at least try to take Lux away from him. Yep, there it is. All right, so it could be we could see Ace playing Xerath. Though, like you said, playing Xerath into an assassin may not be the best idea, and Ace maybe want to think more about who to handle against assassin characters, because you know they got Jax also.
All right.
Rumble.
Oh, and there goes the Rumble ban.
Good call there.
They're calling that a Jax jungle, which I agree with. They don't want the Rumble into that matchup again. That Rumble had almost game-winning ults there, so
Yeah, that Rumble was really the force you reckon with on their team. All right, so
took a
Karma
lot.
support most likely.
yeah, that took a lot of power from Northern Storm. And with Talon mid, that's going to be a Karma support.
Let's see what
So
the
let's
mid
see.
lane is.
Did they pick up their mid laner here? And they're
Brand.
going Talon.
Wow, I don't agree with that. Brand is not the best in the world when it comes to fighting assassins, in my experience. But
There comes the Zac. There comes the tank I was talking about. Soaking up some of that AD damage right there.
all right, so Zac jungle again. Seen Zac jungle quite a lot today.
Yeah, we get to see what the enemy team is picking for top lane. Let's see what Northern Storm wants for their top laner. Oh no, it's their support. They're going Karma top.
Or they could be going Talon top, even though it's not the best idea.
Yeah.
All
let's see
right.
here.
I mean, that Brahm's actually a really good pick because they didn't have any meat at all at this point. Yep. All right. So yeah, we'll see. They got to finish shuffling, or are they done shuffling? It looks like they're done shuffling.
So it is a Karma top and a Talon mid.
Interesting. This is a very interesting lineup.
I feel like Northern Storm is really going really heavy into the Jinx carry.
hmm
They're trying to use the Talon roams to get them through early and mid game. And using Jinx in a carry role with a Jack split pusher, which I don't think will work out well. She doesn't have as much in the way of pill that she needs for a 4v5.
Yeah, Northern
Kinda
Storm
deep.
is a very unorthodox team, I think, here. They have 3 characters who could theoretically turn into hyper carries. Of course, one that's only actually like categorized as it. Whereas there's a much more, let's say, balanced team coming out of option 12.
All right.
Yeah, I do like the Braum though. Like I said, it gives the Northern Storm the meat they didn't have, plus helps protect against the poke that Varus and Soraka will be putting down. And Urgot. I mean, Braum is actually good against everyone except Zac on option 12. So.
Right. Right, his big shield should stop a lot of the brand ultimate damage.
Yeah, and his ult could, you know, once again potentially end team fights depending how fed the Jinx, Jax, and Talon are. But Brandon to Talon, I don't know. Someone give me some insight about that.
So Brand has a lot of AoE, so he can probably whittle down the Talon before Talon can ever get into burst range.
The table. It's in my work.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they manage to get that to work out for him. I'm sure someone in the chat is bestowing wisdom upon me, but I'm not looking at it currently. But yeah, I'm really excited to see the Soraka. will be really good to get some powerful, consistent healing out there for option 12. Zac, of course, can be a healing machine as well. Um, and hopefully Prowler redeems himself from the top lane last time up against this Karma. What do you think about the Urgot Karma matchup?
I'm not sure what Karma Northern Storm is thinking. Theoretically wins that matchup. I don't know what she can do to swing that matchup in her favor. She doesn't give a lot of gank assist either. So,
well, maybe, I mean, as you said with gank assist, maybe what it could be is it could be a thought of like, let's say Jax ganks top. He technically then has a support there up to help him. I don't know. I mean, she does have some binding there. Urgot isn't necessarily the most mobile champion in the world, so she could theoretically help secure some stuff. But we will have to
I
see.
feel like Urgot Zac is probably a better 2v2 than Karma Talon.
Uh-huh.
Because Talon's not going to be able to burst him like mid to late game.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of presence Zac has. I'll be interested to see.
Or, I mean, I'm sorry, Jax Karma does not have as good as a 2v2 as Urgot versus Zac. But maybe Talon can roam and help swing some matchups because Brand's not going to roam against the Talon.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Brand is going to, I think, be staying in lane a lot. Ace doesn't like staying in lane a lot. He likes to rotate. But I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I haven't actually seen Ace play Brand in a long time. So I think he's just grumpy that we last split said he only played 3 champions.
Oh, yeah.
So he's proven us wrong. But here we go into the last game of the night.
All right. So let's see if this is, I believe this might be game again. Soraka is probably like the easiest target to jump on with Zac. I'd like to see him make some early plays down bot. Oh, and now we got the skins.
Yeah. I don't know. This one's tough. I suppose since there's only 3 skins bot, we got to give it to option 12. Really quick load also.
Yeah. And I'm definitely a weeb. I love my Star Guardian skins. Oh, man. I think we're already in game, and we didn't get to talk about skins.
Indeed.
All right.
Yeah, I'm very confused by it as well. I hate almost all brand skins, but I can put up with the brand skin that Ace has. That's fine.
Yeah, didn't Zac only have 1 skin, and it was just him purple at one point?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember how excited everyone was for Pool Party Zac. It was like, oh my god, Zac's got a skin, guys.
It's just a blue Zac.
Alright, so let's see how this goes. Once again, we're getting a repeat of what happened last time, where everyone's rushing bot.
I would have liked to see some adaptation from this. Okay, Northern Storm putting the ward down.
Yeah, Northern Storm being cautious.
Yeah, getting a little sneaky. I would have liked to see Optic maybe invade the top side.
Oh, here we go.
This is very good by Northern Storm.
Yeah,
always with these fog of war plays.
Let's get out of there, Zac. Yeah,
Northern
that
Storm
was
with the first blood.
really rough. Good job by the Jax picking Counter-Strike first to get that good stun off.
Yes, that's a very good heads-up play by Northern Storm, remembering what happened last game. They like to utilize fog of war. I like that.
And we see very similar to what happened last game. The brand, or the last time some of these ganks happen, you know, the brand just kind of face checks and ends up getting picked off. So, mid laners, take note. Stop face checking with Fog of War.
Yeah, get yourself a blue trinket. Face check with the blue trinket.
Or let the tank go first. It's their job.
Yes.
But all right, so a little disheartening there for Ace, I'm sure. But you start by trying to poke.
Both junglers starting bot side. Let's see if they make any different pathings this game. Got Tufflesaurus a little behind the Jax on the clear. Jax stopping at his wolves. Tufflesaurus getting his brace. Or the chickens, whatever they're called now. Still stuck in 2014.
Well, of course,
Right.
with your old client, right?
Yeah. Brandon getting some good damage down to Talon. Talon's level 2 is very scary. I know he used to have, what, like 70% first blood rate?
Something like that. But that was probably before the remake, I think. But we'll have to see. I mean, they're both about equal in health right now. Brand does get stunned second, so assuming he gets to land his W, diving in on him probably isn't for the best. Karma getting some poke down on the Urgot, but Urgot seems to be content with that because he is a little bit tankier than she is.
We got Zach doing a full clear with Jax coming in for the invade, trying to get some ward down, some vision maybe.
Oh, he probably
Jumps
thought he was
over.
gonna steal blue there.
Yeah.
Is spotted by this right away. Talon and Brand both thinking of collapsing. Urgot as well. Urgot's gonna get
Urgot,
sandwiched here.
Yeah, this is a very good collapse.
Flash. Flashes the wrong way, but gets Talon. Is he gonna get out? 34 hit points.
Yes. Very good play by the Urgot there. Flash and ease onto the Talon to make sure the Talon can't get any damage off, and then they just burst the Talon down. Very well played.
Yeah, really good job there. I apologize for Prowler for doubting that flash, but still, he almost died, so I stand by it. Maybe flashing the other way would have been a little...
We're still a little shell shocked from his over-aggressive plays from last game.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, that just, you know, shows Urgot, who's really good positionally, knowing what he's doing with that. Poor Zach's not catching a break, though. Slams the blue buff and the Karma together.
And Karma's in the wrong neighborhood. She has to flash out. Does she get out alive?
She should be
Jax
able to.
is coming in. Oh, Jax wisely backs off. He's like, nope, Karma, you're on your own.
But she gets out, yeah. Because, of course, the problem with Brand is since he has to combo, people keep moving, his combo is less likely to work.
Yeah, I'm surprised Jinx and Braum are able to get the push off against this poke-heavy Varus and Soraka. Maybe they're just really respecting the all-in here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think, oh yeah, Soraka is being a little aggressive. I'm surprised she hasn't gone with Equinox at level 3, but I guess she's wants to be a little more poke-heavy, like you said. Talon, meanwhile, hanging out in lane. Brand does have stopwatch, which I'm sure will be very useful against an assassin like Talon.
Oh, yes. Definitely, it sucks to be an assassin in this stopwatch meta.
Ooh, Jax getting collapsed on. Does get the stun off. Zach is here to help.
Okay. Karma's trying to turn it around, but like I said, I like the Urgot Zach duo better than the Karma Jax.
Yep.
They're able to walk away scot-free.
Really
And
nice
now-
attempt there by option 12, though.
Yeah. Like I said, Karma doesn't have very much game consistency. It's kind of... I don't think you want to put your focus on top lane while you have a Jinx just farming up in the bot lane for free.
Yeah, I'd also be
Brand
interested to
gets
see maybe some more ganks mid. Especially before Brand hits 6, but that may not happen. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
2 assassins pouncing on a Brand is a dead Brand. That's just the way math works.
Yeah, he's not very mobile. If you burn his flash and his Zonias or his stopwatch, then you have a chance to kill him on the third iteration of that.
Yeah, I mean, they could have gotten him right after he bought his stopwatch because, you know, they had time there. He hasn't had flash this game. And...
He's getting a lot of damage down on the Talon, though. Keeping the...
Yeah, he's really making Sig respect his presence, which is very impressive. Bot lane as well, like you commented before, it's really impressive how well Jinx and Braum are doing against a more poke-heavy team. But at the same time, you know, I'm not necessarily seeing too much going on down there unless we get the jungles headed down that way, but for some reason they just seem to be more interested in top lane. Like Zach, come on Zach, you can do this. I believe in you.
This has been a very slow-paced game. They're trying to do an invade on the blue side. Let's see if Zach and Brand go all the way in. It looks like Zach is rotating for a gank bot. Brand not on the same page.
No, they're checking for the wards first. Don't want to get spotted out. But of course, all that dilly-dallying means that Braum and Jinx end up getting pushed back, and now the gank doesn't work anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, Jinx and Jax get the free farm as well. Those are the two champions you don't want free farming right now.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it works out for them. I'm sure they'll come to regret not taking advantage of that later.
Oh, here comes the gank from Jax on the boss side, but Jinx is in a bad spot already. She has to flash out. Soraka not going to. Oh, she goes down with the Karma teleport. And Jinx still alive. Oh, Jinx went down.
Good
I don't
job.
know why she stayed in that fight when she had her whole team cutting off his escape. She could have just walked away.
Yeah.
She got a little greedy trying to get the kill. But all in all, very favorable trade for Northern Storm, 2 for 1.
I need to, once Varus respawns, I need to check out his attack speed, because that was a really slow last attack. 1 point. Oh, we just bought some items. Okay.
Yeah, I remember when the rune system first came out and our Incenser was still OP. Rage Blade on him, he just broke the attack speed cap. It was crazy. Kind of missed that. Oh, Bran getting to secure the wolves there, or the birds from Jax.
Yeah.
It's a good pickup by Bran there.
Yeah, good job there. There is a pretty deep ward, though, in Zach's jungle now, so he'll get a spot a little bit during his rotations.
We got to see that dancing moves from Urgot when he got stuck on the minion wave there, trying to walk back out. Minion collision is kind of broken at the moment.
Yeah, we've seen Urgot suffer from that a couple of times the last game as well.
Oh, Jax waiting in the wings. Will they overextend? It looks like they're going to overextend. Oh, wasted the ultimate. Jinx cutting off his path, his exit path with the
and
traps.
Soraka gets caught on the traps also. Got to be doing more with the wards. Soraka also didn't blow heal. Probably should have done wish like right away there.
Yes.
She's through with it here.
So we'll have to see if they're able to come back from some of this, because I mean Jax has been doing some really good ganks in the bot lane, and now he's coming mid to try to do the same. Brand with almost no mana.
Jinx is farming up. I feel like she's going to be more useful than Varus late game. But Varus will always have his ultimate, so he does have some utility.
Yeah, I'd love to see a Varus and Brand ult going at the same time. That'd be cool.
And then the Braum shield coming up to block all of it.
And then we know why Braum was picked.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Looks at the moment Jax is just trying to get home. He does have almost 2,000 gold, so probably wants to cash that in. Zach, waiting for his minions to spawn. Going to farm a little bit off of Brand's lane.
Varus getting some chunking out Braum there. But that's not who you want to waste all your cooldowns on. He's just going to regen it back up. He's got potions.
Talon moving around as well. Not being spotted out very much. I mean, there is one ward there from Urgot, but not a lot of wards coming out of option 12 on the top side.
Yeah. Brand definitely keeping Talon pushed in, so Talon hasn't had the chance to roam. You got Varus and Rocket with the shove, even though Jinx should be ahead of him.
They'll also just get ganked again. So
Yes.
I think part of the reason that Jinx doesn't have much in the way of CS is just because she's got 4 assists, so she keeps going back.
Yes.
Plus, whenever Varus does get ganked, it seems right when they're going in on Jinx, so Jinx ends up too low after those fights to stay in lane.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Jinx getting hammered down now with the Braum ult.
Hey, there's the Soraka ult. JX flashed for that. We'll see if it works out for him.
Jax flash. I don't think he has what it takes to catch the Rocket.
That's unfortunate. TP canceled. 2 TPs canceled, I think. Yep.
Varus is putting out a lot of damage right now. And then now we got Talon getting a little overextension there with no vision on Zach, trying to go in for the 1v1.
I just think it's funny how both Brand and Urgot were teleporting bot and then both canceled at the same time. Good awareness there by option 12 not overextending.
Yes, they knew the play was over, everybody was out.
It's also possible that they both ended up getting canceled by Talon jumping on him or whatever, but we saw that worked out for Talon. And now they will be getting this Inferno Drake.
like I said from the first game, Optic 12 has some really good objective control. They just need to turn that into wins.
Yeah, I mean, Option 12 was certainly trying. They just in the previous game they just were having trouble with towers. We'll see if they do better with towers this game.
They have a couple of good frontliners for these towers. So let's see if Urgot and Zach can definitely make some dives happen and get these turrets easy for them. We got Jax hiding in the bush behind the bot lane, trying to set up a cheeky gank.
Wisely not heading forward because he's gonna get spotted if he does that. Zach with 1,500 gold.
He walks forward. I see him on that ward now. So hopefully Optic 12 plays accordingly and doesn't go too far forward.
Well, they're about to go too far forward. All right, stay back, Shade. You're fine. Don't go one more step forward. Stay where you are. You have to know Jax is still there.
Yeah, you gotta. Oh, Varus not respecting. Not respecting.
Well, that's the end of that.
Jinx traps.
Oh,
but he's still able to kill the Jinx. He still has a lot of damage coming out to kill the Jinx. Soraka keeping him alive just long enough to get that.
Alright, so 1 for 1. Like you said, the Jinx needs to learn to just leave.
Yeah, she has a Jax there. She can just walk away and let Jax finish it.
Right, you know, get one auto so you get the assist credit and just leave.
Yeah, she needs to scale up. She needs to not die and get herself into a position to be able to carry. And then this top lane matchup isn't volatile at all. It's just they've been farming up, taking turns pushing. Not really much action out of the top lane.
I'm sure Urgot's disappointed to be behind in CS. Especially considering Karma has 2 kills.
Yeah. And I don't think Talon is having an easy time mid lane either.
Yeah, Brand's definitely really utilizing the poke. Or I should say Ace is utilizing Brand's poke quite significantly. Just making sure not to waste that fireball is really important.
Oh man, you can't be yawning, man.
I wasn't yawning, I was trying not to cough.
Oh, okay. We got Brand coming up. They got a dive going on Urgot team. We got Brand trying to stop it, but Jax is coming around. Let's see here what's going on. We got.
I'm looking for a good Brand ult here.
We got Braum coming down.
Gonna be a lot of action happening really quick here. Oh, Jax jumping in on the Brand. Brand's in a lot of trouble. Zach comes in and tries to. Brand tried his ult but didn't get it. Good bounce flash there actually by the Zach. I like that quite a lot.
I thought he misplayed, but he was able to get out. Unfortunately, he couldn't save the Brand. And now Red Team has to push on this tower. Let's see if they're able to get it on this wave. If not,
here comes Zach. Bounces in on the Jinx, taking a lot of damage.
Oh, this is going really bad for No Storm. They're losing the bot lane pressure, and they just lost that dive.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision to dive there. I mean, even if the Zach hadn't come in, Urgot's still pretty tanky. I think they misdid the turret aggro. They might have hoped that the Braum got the aggro. But I missed what the very initial engage was because I was trying to make sure we saw Zach jump in. And by miss, I just mean I wasn't looking at the video caught it, so we can go back to replay later.
Optic 12 getting both bot and top turret for themselves, and the mid lane push. They might even get the mid lane turret here.
Yeah,
I don't think Karma has the wave clear.
Yeah, I think they will be able to do this. So really good job by Option 12, just locking this down and managing to get a lot of objectives. Maybe. There we go. Thank you, Varus.
There we go. They were just letting it kill a few more minions, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta deny the farm.
That's those next level strategies.
Yeah. That's the LCUS worthy strategies.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have the dragon coming up in 90 seconds. There'll be an Ocean Drake this time.
Yeah, we still have the Rift Herald in play. Nobody's ever gone for that yet. We got Jax coming around into a Brand in his stack, but they unfortunately do not see him. We got a TP coming in from Urgot. They're going to fight over this vision control right here in the river.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks as though Northern Storm's going to take this turret pretty easily.
Yeah, Northern Storm getting the inside track on mid lane.
Urgot's in a lot of trouble here.
Urgot going forward. I don't think Jinx has the damage to kill him just yet. Oh, nice Braum ulti.
Bit of a waste of Brand's ult there. Probably should have just probably should have gone out as opposed to losing turret and 2 characters. But they did manage to get bot turret with that.
Yeah. Northern Storm saying they're not out yet, but Optic 12 still making it rough for them, trading objectives whenever they can.
I mean, Northern Storm is technically winning right now, at least in terms of a brief gold lead. Turrets almost equal, kills are up. So I think the momentum is swinging back to Northern Storm's way, especially because Ace and Prowler both got caught out there.
Yes, and Northern Storm has this Rift Herald on track for this Rift Herald. Let's see if they're able to secure it before Optic can respond in any way.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to contest in any meaningful way.
Yeah, Braum is coming to cut them off. Oh, but do they get the cleanup here? Do they all get out? Oh, yes.
Everyone's
2
got
people
flips
jump.
and dashes.
Yeah.
Zack's trying
Very
anyway.
safe.
Might get this Jax. Good route.
Jack's going into the counter strike on 3, but misses
And
it
gets
and just gets up and eaten
torn
by
to pieces
Urgot.
again, yeah.
Talon having to flash out.
That might have been a waste of a stopwatch. I think Zack could have waited on that.
Nobody saw it. Nobody saw it. They don't know yet. Not until he shows and they see it's a broken stopwatch.
Alright, Karma split pushing.
Alright, I'm not too sure what a Karma split pusher does, but we shall see.
Probably as much as an anti-split pusher did in that last game. You know, just get some damage on the turret, especially when it's 4 people top.
Yeah, she's priming it for the Talon or Jax.
Urgot's coming to try to close it out.
Yeah, Optic 12 rotating, trying to get this top tower. Let's see if Northern Storm can get some wave clear down. It looks like they don't have much minions to clear out.
Good slip there by the Talon, I like that.
Alright. Optic 12 still staying, even though they're taking a lot of poke trying to get this wave in. Jack's coming in.
Oh,
He jumps on the
Soraka's in a
Soraka.
lot of trouble.
Definitely
Good
gets
heal,
the
I was waiting for
Raka
that.
with the good ultimate. Good ultimate by the Zac and the Raka. Braum with the return ultimate, but Varus is just able to clean up. Varus is going to clean up everything here. Gets the triple, gets the quadra. Is it triple or quadra? It's the quadra going down for
Well, it
Varus.
might be a quadra, we'll see. His arrow's on too long of a cooldown, he's not going to be able to hit it. He wants to, though.
Jax is able to get away, unfortunately. But they're able to get this turret. Urgot was able to stop the Karma split push. And they should reset here and go for the dragon.
Yeah, really good response to that poor exchange in the mid lane by option 12. And you know, this is what I meant by a Varus impressing me, because that was a really good job there by the Varus in the top lane.
Yes.
I'm sure everyone would like to see the scoreboard again. Sorry for hiding
Yeah.
it. Alright, so Jax, why did this switch? Jax is 6-2, so Jax is still very much the most impressive person on Northern Storm currently. Fatly, you know, doing what Fatly does and doing really well in the jungle. But
We got Jax jumping in. And then we got Zac jumping in.
ooh, this could be a really good job there by Talon, and it is taking out the Soraka again. A lot of
Jinx
poke.
is free firing rockets from the back line, but she's not doing any damage. Ooh, she's taken out by the double combo from Varus and Brand.
Yeah, Brand's ult hit a lot of people there.
Unfortunately, Jinx is just not shredding down the front line yet. So Varus is able to return fire and get a lot of damage in.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The problem is that Northern Storm's facing right now is that all of their farm is on Jax, which, you know, isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when the opposing team, all their farm is on their ADC and it's a Varus, that's not where you want to be.
Right. At this point, you need the Jax to split. You don't want to be team fighting into this gold deficit right now.
Yeah. Speaking of gold deficits, take a look. Yeah, you got Varus at almost 11k, whereas Jax is just 8.5.
Yeah, so you definitely want Jax to be the split pusher, not Karma. He'll be able to take turrets faster.
Yeah,
And you need Karma supporting the Jinx. She's around to keep the Jinx alive. That's how you play the Karma secondary support.
yeah. I think what we're seeing here is we're seeing the top lane with Shaken being a little too committed to what top laners are supposed to be doing, as opposed to embracing the fact that he's a Karma and so he should be doing something else.
Yes, they're playing an unorthodox strategy, and they're not playing it to the team winning condition right now.
Yeah, they're not adapting necessarily. I would like to see the Jax doing a little more in the lanes, but Jax continues just to roam.
Yes, and they shut off the Rift Herald, and he didn't get much done. And now this is a Baron going over to Optic. Are they able to? Oh, they're able to secure it. No casualties.
Barely even contested. I was expecting that Jax to do something, but I suppose he would. If he had done something, he would have run right into a Baron infused team.
Yes.
All right, so from this position, as Northern Storm, I think they should try to go back to what they got them so far ahead in the previous game, which is getting some picks. You know, you see where the Urgot is, get some more vision in the jungle to figure out where the Zac is, and go from there.
Yeah, they definitely want to keep the Karma around the Jinx. You want to have more pill and more resources for her to stay alive.
Yeah.
Because she will pump out more damage than the Karma will. So.
Yeah, that too. I mean, like we said, Karma's got to, or Shaken rather, on Karma, has got to realize the role that he's playing and adjust it accordingly, rather than wasting those resources.
Right. We got Urgot freely pushing bot. Jax should be down there, but we got Karma rotating. We'll see if she's able to hold the split from
Should
Urgot.
be able to. Urgot's backing off, going mid instead. Jack's going back, probably to buy. He's got about 800 gold. Got a big push here. Brahm's going to get picked off for sure.
Very good ultimate by Varus. Oh, and he gets the Jinx here too, with a couple crits there helping him out.
Yeah, really good flash also. That being said, Jinx did have a couple of good traps there, just unfortunately the Varus was not one of the people trapped by him. So it's a 3v5 currently. Good stun there by the Jax, almost getting the Barons.
Yeah, very good silence by Rocket though, making sure nothing else can follow up behind that. And then I think that's a dead Karma flash. He had the brand burn on her. And then is this a game-winning push? I believe
It
they got
could be.
Baron, but 3 down.
Yeah, it
And
could
Varus
be that.
pretty far ahead.
Yeah,
I think
Varus
they need
is
to
so
take
far ahead.
If
If it's not game winning, they're at least gonna cripple the base beyond repair, I would say.
Yes. Then I believe they're going to back off now and maybe reset and push this bot wave. I think right now you want to be Karma. You're going to be thinking about getting that Ardent Sensor to put on the Jinx.
Yep, going back just to push out this last lane. Bear's looking pretty unstoppable here. Deciding to go back, interestingly. I suppose it is a 3v5 currently. Don't want to take any risks.
Yes.
Okay, Dragon up in 90 seconds, but I don't think the game's going to last that long.
I think they should have slow pushed the bot wave instead of just fast pushing it because Jinx was just able to clean that all. They would have just slow pushed it and waited. The minions would have eventually got to that turret with a big wave.
Alright, so everyone's heading toward the bot lane, finishing up that last turret. Super minions are pushing really well, so Talon is stuck dealing with those. Jax and Braum really out of position.
Yeah, Jack's working on his jungle farm when he has super minions in the base with the bot lane pushing against them.
Alright, so let's see
He's
how
not going
this...
to be able to help with the wave clear because he's going to have to deal with the super minions from top lane.
So this turret's half gone already.
Top lane is pushing against, that's a top lane taking out the towers. Jax has to go respond to that. Now it's a 4v5.
Brand tanking
Now
the
the
turret
mid lane.
shots.
And the mid lane is pushing in.
Good jump there by the Zac, causing more disruption. Like you said, Jax is now stuck under turret dealing with super minions rather than protecting the inhibitor.
Brand's a little far forward there, taking a lot of damage.
Jinx's rocket does almost no damage due to how poorly fed she is.
I think they're going to try to end the game here with 3 waves of super minions pushing.
Yeah,
They're
that'd be the hope at least. They should be able
Yes,
to.
they're
Brand's pretty low though.
Yeah,
Rocket should
Rocket
definitely
and
ult
Brand
here.
are low. Karma's trying to get some poke in on the side.
Good
Oh,
flash.
Urgot going on the flash and get engaged. That's a dead Karma. Are they able to get anything else out of this? They still got supers pushing in.
Where's your ult, Soraka? There it is.
Oh, that ult saving the brand. And that's probably a game-winning Soraka ult right there.
Yeah, most
Jack.
likely.
Zach bringing,
Poor Zach gets picked off, but will respawn.
yes.
And that'll be it. Alright, really strong showing there by option 12 in this final. Great job by the Varus, great job by Zach, great job everybody. Would have liked to see a few more Soraka ults, but you know, that's just me.
They played very well to their win condition, and putting that Karma top, I don't think they knew what their win condition was playing that.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see here. Let's first update the score, which I can do here. Yes. All right, and I do believe we'll be doing an interview here with the hero of Game 1 and the consistent presence of Game 2, Shaden, for the ADC. So let's head over to the interview room for that. Hey, Shaden.
Hey, what's up?
Your kill streaks are what's
Yeah.
up. Congratulations on your games. Really well done.
Hey, thanks.
So, Bard, you couldn't stop talking about how great the Twitch was in that first game, so why don't you start? You there, Bard?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. The Twitch was in very capable hands. He was definitely doing some work that first game with Twitch. And really, the only thing you got to dodge was the Rumble free fire on their enemy team. Able to carry the game that way. What was it like? Was that all you were focusing on? Was worrying about the Rumble ulti?
Oh, really? I kind of like got in the zone that game. Once I realized that we were behind, I kind of just shut everything else out, and I was just like focusing on like my own gameplay, sort of, because I thought it was kind of like our best chance. And then it was also a very, very good team effort. Like, it's really the synergy we have. We've been practicing for the past week quite frequently, so it also has to do with the team synergy.
Definitely. You guys were synergizing very well.
Yeah, something I was noting during that game was just how good the Twitch positioning was for that. Because, I mean, there were a couple of fights where you weren't getting touched at all because you were over a wall or something, but still managing to attack to help your team out. And then for the Varus game too, was Varus what you'd originally been hoping to play, or did you just want to take it away from Northern Storm?
Yeah, originally the plan was kind of to play Varus. Earlier this week it was to play Varus the first game, but kind of got taken away, so kind of just got it back that second game.
Sure. Yeah, and definitely a very dominating presence there as well. If you don't mind my asking, for the second game, when you guys were going up against that Talon mid and decided to pick Brand, was that just a choice that Ace just kind of picked up, or did you guys discuss it at all?
No, it was kind of just give me Brand, and I was like, okay. Kind of just go.
All right, excellent.
With it.
Well, you guys, you know, definitely made a good statement here, coming back in that first game and crushing it in that second game. And I believe that means that you guys are going to be #1 for this week, coming off the scoreboards. What kind of stuff do you think we can expect out of you guys for the rest of the split?
Well, good luck scouting us, because we really don't have that kind of team comp. We all kind of really play everything, so good luck scouting.
Yeah, I don't have any specific strategies you want to try out?
No, not really. It's mainly just really just playing around each other, playing around the teleport spot lane there, really playing around each other.
Yeah, you guys use that double teleport to pretty good effect too. Is that something that you guys rely on the mid lane and top lane to notice, or do you call out for help?
Oh yeah, definitely in those situations it was them telling us that they were going to come teleport to bot lane, and it was kind of just a synchronized thing that just happened.
Yeah, that was always something interesting that I was noticing also in your play during the second game, when you and Jinx were basically trading kill for kills with the the Jax ganks. That was always kind of interesting. It was like, well, I'm gonna die, but I'm taking Jinx with me.
Yeah, I was kind of just button mashing at that point when I was just stuck in that 1v1. It was just lots of screaming and.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I would love to hear the headsets and the comms for that.
Yeah, I believe we've said before that we don't do comms because Ace would get us blacklisted for all the cursing he does.
It's very chaotic.
But yeah, once again, congratulations to you and your team, and looking forward to a lot similar performances later.
All right, thank you.
No problem. You have a good rest of your night.
Hey, both you too.
All right, so we should be getting a score screen here for the final standings in a couple of minutes. But yeah, like I was saying, it should be, I mean, you can see on the screen what it's going to turn into. We're going to have option 12 is going to be number 1, Northern Storm at the bottom, and then everyone else with the tied scores of 1 game apiece. Also worth noting, of course, Northern Storm has now lost games, though of course with completely different lineups. So it's not, not necessarily equivalent to tarnishing the previous team's records. So Bart, other than the rotations that we would have liked to see coming out of the Karma and Jax being different, what else do you think Northern Storm could have done in that second game?
Well, definitely taking that bars away might have helped a little bit, but I don't know if there's an 80 carry that he cannot play. That man is a beast on 80 carries. So targeting banning Ace and their 80 carry is probably impossible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gotta let something through, and they were kind of letting a couple picks there through for Ace, but then Ace threw them a change up and played Brand instead. So yeah, I mean that always becomes the problem, especially when you get later in the LCUS and you finally start seeing who the shining stars are on the teams. Because I mean they don't want to give Yorick to Prowler, they don't want to give Anivia or Lux to Ace, they don't want to give Varus or Twitch. You can't block everything.
Yeah,
As
you only have 5 bans, and these guys have shown they're very proficient on multiple champions.
Mm-hmm. Very much like what Shaden said. They all play everything, so you can't really block them out when they're just all doing their own thing.
I would like to see some strategies coming out from them. Maybe some global team comps with like Galio and TF or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are always exciting to watch as well. I mean, like you said, Galio would have been a great pickup against the talent. I'm not sure how much Galio Ace plays, but Brand seemed to work out very well. I should not have been as questioning as I was about that pick. But yeah, I mean the talent pick was very exciting. I think that's the first time we've seen talent in the at least the main games of the LCUS. So nice to see him out there. Still waiting for the Karthus plays, guys. For anyone who's listening.
Oh man, has Karthus even been viable ever? Like, I haven't seen him viable
Well,
in 2
who
years.
cares? Make them viable. This is the LCUS. We're not Grandmaster League here. Anyone's good at silver.
He's not. That's real. You don't want to like force him into the meta.
Oh come on, get a crowbar. We can shove him in there. We've had we've had Tarek Jungle in the LCUS, man. We can do anything.
I mean, that's the whole reason we had Ezreal jungle is any way to make a meta.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, you guys were complaining about the state of the support and top lane metas. Let's mix it up. You get a Karthus mid, everything changes.
Oh man.
All right, still sticking around here really quick for the scoreboard. So next week, obviously looking forward to some more exciting matches. We will still be starting at 5:30 CST. I think gym class feeders will also be this week. Of course, that generally depends on interest. So, if you are on the LCUS Facebook page, keep a lookout for that happening on Wednesdays. Since Sigtao is not here, I'll fill in the box to say like, subscribe, check out our the video channel on YouTube, which has all of the games from the week. And we do have the scoreboard here, so I will just throw that up in a second once I manage to get it on OBS. Sorry for the black screen, folks. 1 second. All right, there it is. So you see option 12 doing very well at the top already with the most points. I was actually kind of hoping that Northern Storm was going to win a game so everyone could be tied with 1 point. But that's not the world we live in.
Yeah, I've been
Um,
watching LCUS too much. I was calling them Optic 12.
it's
I'm sorry,
okay.
Option 12. I will fix that for next broadcast.
It's okay. They'll forgive you, I'm sure. So yeah, definitely looking forward to see a lot of these ties broken next week, and I hope you all come and join us. Once again, this is Kenos here with Bard, and we will see you all next week. You guys have a great night.